so much for joining today. My name is Susie. So this is going to be a brief warm-up video, very gentle, getting the breath with movement going. So if you've already come into your space with a breath integration from one of the other videos, then you can start in with this one. So you're going to press through your sits bones, find comfort through your legs. So you can have cross-legged position, soles of the feet together. The legs can be out long. You can add a blanket and you just find some comfort through the low body. Bringing the hands down to the sides, press through the sits bones, find some length in your spine, drop your shoulders down, keeping your neck neutral so your head shouldn't be tipping back and it shouldn't be tucking all the way down at this point. So gaze directly ahead, which is most likely what's happening when you're trying to watch a video. So dropping your hands down to the sides, inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, float it back down. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, floating it down, beginning to sync up that breath with movement. Pressing through the sits bones to keep that length through the spine. Inhales, reaching high. Exhales, floating it down. Full inhale when you go up. And full exhale to float down. 2 more, flowing with your breath. If you have the movement, you can close your eyes down at any time. If you're feeling a more meditative space, taking your time, moving slow and controlled, as if you were moving through honey. On your next inhale, inhale, reaching high. Palms face each other, fingertips reach. Pull between the shoulder blades and down the back to drop the shoulders. Chest is lifted, abs are tucked in. Full deep breaths. 1 more breath here. Inhale, pressing through the sits bones, reach just a little bit higher. Exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with the chest. Bring it forward and down, find your edge. Float your hands down, let your chin release to your chest. Full breaths. Feel the difference as you're breathing folded over. A little bit different. Just being aware of that breath flowing smooth and deep. Face is soft. Jaw is relaxed. If you feel like the body's beginning to open and you'd like to take this further, you can inhale the chest out a little bit further. And exhale, walking the fingertips out, sinking down, making sure that that's coming out from the hips, not just the hands coming forward and the shoulders pulling out. Keep the shoulders back and down. The movement comes from the chest, pressing forward and out. 1 more breath. Pressing into the palms, inhale on a half lift. Exhale, walk the hands out over the right side, whether that's your knee or the right side of your extended legs. Keep the underarm pointed down towards the mat so we're not rocking open. It's a different stretch. Let those left fingertips walk out, let the head release, keep the shoulders down, breathe. Making sure that left hip stays seated down to the mat. If you have that hip popping up, walk that hand back a little bit till that hip can connect down. Stretching through the left side of the body. 1 more breath. Press into the palms. Inhale the torso, half lift. Exhale, walking the hands through center, over the other side. Don't be concerned if you ended up on an opposite side. We're doing both sides, so it's going to balance out. It's not a problem. Sometimes in these videos, the the camera mirrors things. Just follow your breath, your movement, and come into that other side, walking the fingertips away. If you are on the left side, it's going to be the right fingertips walking out. It will be the opposite if you're on the other side. Release your head, let your chin tuck. Don't hold in the back of the neck. Make sure that right hip is staying down. Breathe. Find that breath. Many times when we begin to add movement, we start pulling that breath back into the upper lungs. Let it come all the way down into the belly. Press into the palms. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk it into center. Walk the hands back up. If you've chosen a cross-legged position, switch the cross of your legs. If you have soles of the feet together or legs out, you're just going to get an additional stretch. Inhale, reach it out and up. Stretch it up tall, press those sits bones nice and tall. Exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with the chest, forward and down. Find your edge, float the hands, let the chin tuck. Find your breath, feel the differences on this side. If you've switched the legs, it may feel a little bit different. For those that are taking the additional stretch, just take that awareness to seeing if you're going any further than the first time. Or if there's some tightness that you need to honor a different space, and hold your edge, find your breath. Your breath is your biggest indicator of your intensity level. If you can flow your breath, you're in your space. If your breath is catching, hitching, or holding, you've likely gone too far and need to back out a little bit. 2 more breaths here, deepen if you choose. You can inhale the chest out a little further and exhale, walk it out, sinking it down, making sure it's not coming from the shoulders. Pressing into the palms, inhale, half lift, exhale, walk it back up. Take the soles of the feet together. Bring the hands down to the sides. Inhale, reach it out and up. Gentle gaze to the ceiling. Exhale, twist to your right. Left hand, right knee, right hand back down behind the hip. Little kickstand with the hand or fingers. Open that right shoulder to the back of the room. If you've gotten here and realize you're on the other side, that's okay. Just maintain it. We're going to be doing both sides. It will even out. As long as you have a hand on the knee across the body and a little kickstand back behind your hip. Press into those sits bones, lengthen through the spine, and breathe. Just a gentle spinal twist, dropping through the shoulders and softening on the exhales, releasing through the jaw. In these last couple breaths, if you'd like to add a half bind, if you can lift that back hand and the spine stays straight, you can lay the back of the hand or the back of the forearm against the low back, dropping that shoulder down. Don't let it crawl up. 2 more breaths. Gently begin to unwind. Coming back to front slowly. Inhale, reach it out and up. Gentle gaze. Exhale to the other side. Taking the hand to the outside knee, back hand behind the hip, opening the shoulder to the back of the room, dropping those shoulders on the exhales. Breathe. Full deep breaths. Gentle twist, soft through the face. Taking a few more breaths here. If you chose to on the other side and you want to lift those fingertips of the back hand, if the spine stays nice and tall and you don't feel anything in the low back, you can take that half bind on this side, back of the hand and forearm against the low back, opening the shoulder to the back of the room, soften the shoulders on the exhales. 2 more breaths. Deepen if you choose. Slowly unwinding, gently inhale, reaching out and up, gentle gaze. Exhale, hinge and fold it forward. Two more breaths. Let the chin tuck. Press through the hands. Inhale, the torso lifts. Exhale, walk it back up. Take the hands to the outsides of the knees, draw them in, lay them down, shake them out. You're ready to move into your next segment, or if that was enough for today and you found some breath and some movement, that works as well. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We look so forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste.